Over the last few days, I've been talking about how to build out and launch a live cohort style course using Kajabi. We've talked so far about an overview of all the steps involved. If you want to check out that video, it's right here. We've also talked about how to build out the live webinar inside Kajabi. If you want to see that, you can check out that video right here. Today, what we're going to talk about is the actual content to post to lead up to both the live webinar and the course itself. If you're thinking about jumping onto Kajabi, right now is a great time. If you're watching this between now and October 11th, then you have these options right here. You get 20% off monthly plans plus all of my bonuses at lanesebring.com/Kajabi. If you're watching this after October 11th, that's okay. Right over here, you get a 30-day free trial and you get all my bonuses, including the Kajabi Accelerator course, a free one-time 45-minute Zoom call with me, and my 25K course launch email template. All of that is free and yours for using my link, no matter which one you choose. It's just that when you do the October 4th through 11th plan, you get 20% off monthly, a little bit of a shorter free trial, 14 days instead of 30. But again, 30-day trial, always available, plus all the bonuses. All of that is yours for the taking, lanesebring.com/Kajabi. That is an affiliate link, so when you use it, I do get a small commission, so I always appreciate it when you use my link. This is an important piece of the puzzle because the content that you share to get people to your live webinar and into your launch sequence is important. We're going to talk in the next video about the emails that I sent to my list. But the content is important because it gets people who may not already be on your list to find out that you're doing something a little special and worth checking out. In this case, I was trying to drive people to sign up for the live webinar, and I was trying to get people a little later on to sign up for the course itself. And there's really two pieces of content that I use, two major pieces of pillar content that I used on YouTube to get people to both the live webinar and then the course itself, respectively. The first one was this piece of content here. It was called I Escaped My 9-to-5, How I Did It. Now, this was the content that I used. This was the main video that I used to get people to the live webinar, which we talked about in the previous video. This video goes through how exactly I escaped my 9-to-5 by building an online business. This exact piece of content was also used right here in this Facebook post. So I used a written form here on Facebook. I used the video form on YouTube. And it was basically this idea that, hey, tomorrow is Monday, or in the case of the video, it was published on a Monday. And I said, today is Monday. Are you looking forward to going to work? Are you glad you're there? If you're not, I can relate. Here's all the reasons why I got tired of going to work. Here's the life that I wanted. And here's the things that I tried, and then I landed on a solution. And in the live webinar, I'm going to tell you my solution so that you can have it. This piece of content written and this video, and then shared in different ways and in different social media accounts that I have, were the two pieces of main content that I used to get people to the live webinar. And then when it came to the actual course itself, the live cohort style online course, I used this major piece of content here. You are sitting on a $100,000 online business, a clear path to 6 figures. This piece of content, along with a written piece of content that went with it, spelled out exactly what it looks like to go from an idea to a 6-figure online business, with the course itself, 6-figure fast lane, being the end result of where this content goes. This was actually a pretty modest content strategy because most of my selling and most of the work that I do to get people to both the live webinar and the course itself is done through email. And the reason for that is because once someone is on my list, what they have said to me is that I have opted in. I want your content. I got your free resource. In this case, most of them got the super simple guide to your first $500 online. If you want that, you can go to lanesebring.com/supersimple. So most of them have gotten that at one point and are on my list. And the other people were already on my list because they signed up for the live webinar. So most of the actual promotion of the course itself is going to go through email because that's where the real sales sequence once and launch happens. And I'm going to cover that in tomorrow's video. But for today, I wanted to give you some options of what a content strategy can look like. You can go into way more depth, but again, what I wanted to do was tease the idea out on a couple of different content platforms where people follow me so that at least they know something really special is going on, and then get them to my email list and get them to my sales page, which again, we'll talk about all of that as we dive into how all of this comes to life inside Kajabi. It's pretty amazing what Kajabi can do. If you want to dive more into it, you can check out this video right here. And if you haven't jumped onto Kajabi, if it's before the 11th of October, check out the 20% off. That's a pretty good deal. And if it's after October 11th, you can always get the 30-day free trial with all my bonuses, the course, the free 45-minute call with me, what could be better, and the 25K course launch email template. All that is at lanesebring.com/Kajabi.